You know how there's the language you might use for work or school, and then there's the one that just comes out when you're really excited or you stub your toe? That gut level instinctive language? That's your mother tongue. Today, using the Hindi magazine Nayi goonj as our guide, we're going to dive into why that language is so much more than just a set of words. It's truly the voice of our soul. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with that deep personal connection we all feel to our first language. Then we'll uncover the incredible story of sacrifice behind this day. After that, we'll look at a silent crisis facing languages around the globe, but then shift to the new hope that technology is bringing. And we'll wrap it all up with how we can all get back to our roots. All right, first up, let's talk about that voice of our soul. We're going to dig into that fundamental emotional bond we have with language. It's something we all experience, but maybe we don't always stop and think about why it's so powerful. The magazine asks this really simple but profound question. I mean, think about it for a second. When you feel something raw, something real, what language does it come out in? It's almost a reflex, isn't it? It's that first language you ever learned, the one that's basically hardwired into your emotional core. It's your default setting for feeling. And this metaphor from the magazine's editor, Brajesh Kumar, just nails it. Other languages can be like a luxurious palace. You can be comfortable in them, successful, even fluent. But that deep, soul-level comfort, that real solace, that's only found in the mother's lap. What a perfect way to put it. Other languages can be where we work, but our mother tongue, that's home.
And here's the crucial point. A language is not just a tool. It's more like a living museum. It holds a community's entire history, its collective memories, its sense of humor, its unique way of seeing the world. So when you speak your mother tongue, you're tapping into generations of shared experience. And that connection is so profound, people have actually made the ultimate sacrifice for it.
Which brings us to our next chapter, sacrifice for language. This connection we're talking about is so powerful that people have been willing to die for it. And the whole reason we even have an International Mother Language Day on February 21st is because of one tragic but absolutely heroic story. So, let's go back to 1952 in what was then East Pakistan. The government tried to force Urdu as the only official language, totally ignoring that the vast majority of people there spoke Bangla. On February 21st, students in Dhaka protested peacefully for the right to use their own language. Police opened fire. Young men like Rafiquddin Ahmed and Abul Barkat were killed. They became martyrs, the first people to ever sacrifice their lives for language rights. This single event was so powerful that it not only paved the way for the birth of Bangladesh, but it also sparked a global movement. Now that was a very visible, very public fight. But today, languages are facing a different kind of threat. It's a silent crisis, a slow, creeping one that, in its own way, is just as dangerous. Just let this number sink in for a moment. 40%. According to UNESCO, 40% of all the languages in the world are in danger of disappearing. That is nearly half of humanity's linguistic diversity just hanging by a thread. And get this, every 2 weeks, another language dies out. It vanishes forever. And when a language goes, it's not just words that are lost. An entire cultural universe disappears with it. Its stories, its songs, its knowledge. The scale of this loss is just staggering. And this isn't some distant problem happening somewhere else. As our source material points out, the situation in India, for example, is really concerning. Out of thousands of languages, 197 are officially classified as endangered. You can see on this chart just how big that endangered slice of the pie really is. And to make this more real, we're talking about languages like Toda, spoken in the Nilgiri Hills, or Great Andamani from the Andaman Islands. These aren't just names on a list. They represent unique communities whose entire cultural heritage is right on the verge of being wiped out for good. Okay, I know that all sounds incredibly bleak. It's easy to feel a bit hopeless. But here's the good news. The story is starting to change. A new sense of hope is emerging, and it's being powered by some big shifts in technology and in policy. For decades, the old way of thinking was basically neglect. Speaking a local language was sometimes seen as outdated. The pressure was to assimilate. But look at this shift now. The whole mindset has flipped. Today, it's all about pride and preservation. It's about putting mother tongue education first and using technology to support these languages.
And this isn't just talk, it's being backed by real action. First, there's policy. India's National Education Policy of 2020 is a total game changer. It says kids should be taught in their mother tongue until at least grade 5, which is massive for early learning. And second, there's technology. We're seeing amazing AI projects like Bashini, which translates content in real time, and portals like Bharatvani that are building huge digital archives to preserve these languages for generations to come.
So these big policy changes and new tech are powerful tools, for sure. But the magazine makes it clear that at the end of the day, the real work of preservation starts with us. It starts in our homes, in our communities. It's about a return to our roots. And this really brings us full circle, back to the sacrifice of the students in Dhaka. Their legacy isn't just a history lesson, it's a living message for all of us. To truly honor them is to recognize that our language is our identity. If we let that fade, we're not just losing words, we're losing a part of ourselves and a part of our shared humanity. And the great news is, we can all contribute. The editors suggest these simple but really powerful steps. Talk to your kids in your mother tongue. Try to bring back some of those unique, local words that might be fading away. And maybe most importantly, help create a world where a child feels proud of their linguistic heritage, not ashamed of it. So we'll end with this one last beautiful thought from the magazine's editorial. अपनी भाषा में मुस्कुराइए, क्योंकि वही आपकी रूह की आवाज़ है. It means smile in your own language because that is the voice of your soul. What a perfect way to think about it. So what does it mean to you to keep that voice alive?